You're listening to the Mommy Labor Nurse Podcast, episode number 68. Hey guys, happy Monday. So this week I decided to just do something fun and not super, well, a little bit educational, but more fun. Because, I don't know, sometimes I like just having fun with this podcast and it's real low key and nothing super serious. So this week I'm talking to my sister Jenna, who is not pregnant and has never been pregnant and kind of knows about pregnancy because she works for me, but she's still just kind of as clueless as anyone who is young and has no experience with pregnancy as the next person. So what I decided we're going to do this week is, let me just start the episode and then we can kind of go from there.
You're listening to the Mommy Labor Nurse Podcast, where we firmly believe in the power of education when it comes to giving birth. Tune in each week as we dive into pregnancy-related topics, expert interviews, and a variety of birth stories. As a reminder, anything you hear on this podcast is not medical advice. Please see mommylabornurse.com/disclaimer for more details. And now, here's your host, educator, registered nurse, and fellow mom, Liesl Teen.
This episode of the Mommy Labor Nurse Podcast was brought to you by us at Mommy Labor Nurse. Let me tell you what just came out today. So if you've been following me for the past few weeks, I've been talking about our new All Access Pass that is out today, March 8th. And if it's 9 a.m., it's out. So when I started this whole thing, Mommy Labor Nurse, way back when in 2017, when my first little baby was about 8 months old and I got this idea, my original goal was to share my knowledge that I have as a labor and delivery nurse with as many possible new parents and new moms as possible. Okay. Since then, I have online courses and I have a whole Instagram and a whole podcast, obviously. And we just have a lot of avenues where we share affordable, accessible, and inclusive pregnancy, birth, and newborn education to everyone. As a labor and delivery nurse, I saw daily the positive difference in mindset and outcomes for moms that complete some sort of education or prep before birth, whether they listen to a podcast like this one, whether they took a formal birth class, whether they just were well-versed in some aspect of birth, it usually made a difference. But something I did notice was that there simply wasn't enough tailored education out there. Too often, our society sends the message that pregnancy, birth, and newborn education is only necessary from a broad perspective, or just for moms who want a natural, unmedicated birth, okay? And that is just not true. We believe here at Mommy Labor Nurse that every mom needs and can benefit from education specific to their needs. And I am personally on a mission to create the most comprehensive and inclusive collection of courses and resources related to everything pregnancy, birth, and newborn care out there. As we continue to expand everything, it just felt right to offer sort of like a membership kind of pass that would give you access to everything we have for pregnancy, birth, postpartum, and newborn care. And that is where the Mommy Labor Nurse All Access Pass was born. So pregnancy and birth are full of unknowns. We all know this. If you've listened to every episode or just a few episodes of this podcast, you know that there are some crazy birth stories out there and there are some crazy things that I talk about out there. And yeah, there's just a lot of unknown when it comes to birth. Your needs can change in an instant, whether you're suddenly facing an induction or you need a C-section, you want to get an epidural, or you just at the last second want to try and go natural. I, as Mommy Labor Nurse, want to be there for you. So in this All Access Pass, you will find pregnancy resources, including trimester-specific checklists, prenatal nutrition and recipes, provider questionnaires, journal pages. For birth, you have access to both versions of my online birthing classes, printable birth plans, and tons of other resources to get you totally prepared for the big day. And the All Access Pass has a ton of baby and postpartum related content as well. You get our Newborn Basics 101 course, our Breastfeeding Cookbook, a Breastfeeding Basics ebook, and lots of other cool stuff. When you purchase the All Access Pass, you have everything for a whole year. So we got you covered, the whole time you're pregnant and after postpartum as well. This also includes early access to any new content when it's added, which, spoiler alert, we're getting ready to add a whole lot more to it this year. There is so much more to come that will cover trying to conceive through the postpartum days. Here at Mommy Labor Nurse, we are absolutely thrilled to bring you this All Access Pass. It is something that I have personally dreamed about building since day one, like I said. I cannot wait to see you in there. So, if you are interested in this All Access Pass and you're listening to this podcast episode, head over to my website, mommylabornurse.com. And this week, since we just released it today, you can use the code All Access, that's one word, ALLACCESS, for 10% off of the All Access Pass. Or we are just running a site-wide sale as well if you wanted any individual courses. All right, and now let's get into this week's episode. Hi, Jenna. Welcome to the Mommy Labor Nurse podcast. Thank you so much for being here tonight because it's at night.
Yeah, hello. Good to be here.
So, guys, Jenna has no idea what's going on, and you guys don't either because I didn't even say anything in the intro. So, we're just going to play some games. I don't know. We got to kind of sometimes keep it kind of light here at Mommy Labor Nurse and, do some fun stuff every once in a while. So, yeah, since Jenna doesn't have she has a little bit of experience with pregnancy and birth because she works for me. I think I said that in the intro, but she doesn't have any kids of her own. So we're going to quiz her a little bit and you'll see. We're going to just play some games.
This will be fun. I'm excited.
Are you ready, Jenna?
I'm so ready. Let's do this.
Okay. And we might have Tiffany come at the very end and make a cameo appearance too. I texted her, so she might come in and join us as well.
Okay, great. Awesome.
This is going to be a quick and, fun little episode, guys. Like we're nothing serious over here at Mommy Labor Nurse. All right. So we got, let's see, 1, 2. The second one's not really a game. You'll see. All right. We got 4 things to do. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one, I spent some time today and I looked up a bunch of different crazy pregnancy cravings that people have had. And I wrote them all out and I added some ones that are not true, not crazy pregnancy cravings. I just made some up. So I'm going to quiz you, Jenna, on some of these crazy pregnancy cravings. And you're going to tell me, number 1, if you think this is actually something that someone craved. This is all from Reddit too, by the way. If this is actually this is actually something that someone legit craved in their pregnancy and wanted to eat, and also if you would eat it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. The first one is pizza on top of a waffle covered in applesauce. Is that a true pregnancy craving or is it a false pregnancy craving?
I think it could be true. I mean, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of salty,
I know. I'm trying to think of it. Pizza on top of a waffle covered in applesauce.
I mean, I could see like applesauce on top of a waffle, but when you put pizza in there, it's a little weird.
Oh yeah, applesauce on top of a waffle sounds like almost normal. Like that sounds
kind of
normal
good
to me.
I would eat that, but not with the pizza.
Yeah, I think I agree. So this is a true one. So good job, you got this one right.
Woo-hoo.
I wonder though, again, woohoo, good job. I wonder though if like they're talking about making a pizza on top of a waffle and then like putting applesauce, or is it like a whole slice of pizza on top of a waffle, like bread on bread? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That changes the game when you put like some cheese and pepperoni and
Like you
tomato sauce
basically make
on a waffle. That would be really good, actually.
Like you basically make a pizza waffle and then put applesauce on top of it.
I might eat that. If I was thinking like frozen waffle with like,
Yeah.
last night's slice of pizza on top.
Yeah.
That's kind of nasty. But when you like say it like that, it's kind of good. So
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Maybe that's what they meant. I don't know. I don't have context. It was like I said, it was from Reddit. All right.
yeah,
So you got
yeah,
that one right. Good job. All
cool.
right, the next one is a peanut butter and butter sandwich.
Peanut butter and butter.
Mhm.
Oh, that's kind of nasty. Oh,
What
I
you
don't
think?
know. I don't know.
Is that true or not?
So peanut butter is already very buttery and oily in itself. So when you add butter to it, that's just a little much. I'm gonna say that one's false.
Nope, that's true.
Oh Lord.
So would you
Jeez.
eat so I'm taking it that you would not eat a peanut butter and butter sandwich.
No, that's a lot of fat right there. Somebody was craving their fats when they wanted that.
So I totally disagree. Like this, I think I would totally eat that because I had a craving that was an English muffin with butter and peanut butter on top
Oh,
of it.
okay, okay.
And that's basically a sandwich. I mean, a English muffin is bread, so I'm like, okay, I could get down with like just a different type of
Yeah.
bread and peanut butter and butter.
So I could
Yeah.
see if it was like melted butter, like you get some toast and you
What'd you
melt
think it
it.
was? Just a slab of butter?
Yeah.
Oh, yuck. Okay, no, yeah, I wouldn't eat that. But if it's like melted butter and peanut butter, that would be fine.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So you got that one wrong because you said false, and that
Yeah.
was true. That one was a
Okay.
true one.
Okay.
The next one is ketchup and ice cream topped with ramen noodle seasoning.
Ketchup and ice cream topped with ramen noodle seasoning. So would it be ice cream with a little squirt of ketchup on top and then the seasoning?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Um. Oh, I'm gonna say that one is also false because that's just a little too.
Yeah, that one's
Ooh.
false. I made that one
Okay.
up.
Okay. I was about to say, woof, man.
That's not true. Yeah, ketchup. I mean, I'm sure there have been crazier things, but no,
Oh yeah.
I made up the ketchup and ice cream topped with ramen noodle seasoning. That sounds a
Ooh.
little too wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Next one is hot Cheetos and chicken noodle soup.
Ooh. Yes. That one actually sounds good, and I would eat it. Yes, that is
Okay, you're right.
true.
That one's true. That one's definitely true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. That doesn't sound so far-fetched. Like I would dip some hot Cheetos in some chicken noodle
Yeah,
soup
or
and
even kind
like
of,
break them up.
yeah, kind of like croutons in there, but a little
Yeah,
spicy hot Cheetos. That just sounds pretty good.
I know. Like I'm gonna go make that.
Yeah, right?
That sounds good. All right, next one is a mustard sandwich.
Just mustard. Oh, oh man. I think you made that one up. I think that's false.
That one is true. That
Oof.
one is true.
Okay. All
I
right.
know.
Yep. I would not eat that.
I would not eat that either. I am not I mean, I do like mustard on certain things, but like I don't know. Would you Okay, here's another question. Would you rather eat a mustard sandwich or a ketchup sandwich? Like a plain ketchup sandwich?
Probably ketchup,
Yeah, right?
honestly.
Like
Yeah.
that seems like not normal, but I feel like I would rather eat a piece of bread covered in ketchup than a piece of bread covered in mustard. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
don't
Maybe
know. I don't know.
yeah.
Mustard's just, if I like mustard, I just like a little squirt of it, but I feel like I could take more ketchup.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Okay.
Nasty.
The next one is avocado toast, but the toast is a slice of watermelon.
Oh, interesting. I could actually see that being a craving, though. I mean, it'd be a little wet, but and I don't think I would eat it. But I could see somebody crave that with like the little bit of lime juice on top. I don't know. I could see it being a craving.
Okay, that one's false.
Ah.
That one was just me, and liked watermelon and I liked avocado during my pregnancy, so I was like, okay, let's throw this one in there. I never
Yeah.
legit had that craving, but no, that one was from Liesel's brain. Avocado toast, but the toast is a slice of watermelon. But that does kind of sound somewhat kind
Yeah.
of normal, right?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if some pregnant lady had that craving out there. So
Would you eat that though? That's the other part of it.
I would try it, but I don't think I would ever crave something like that. I mean, I'm not pregnant, so I would not know what my crazy cravings would be, but I can't see myself wanting to eat it, but I would definitely try it just for like shits and giggles. So,
Yeah, I agree. I would try it. I would try it. Okay, the next one is a BLT with frosting.
hmm. So would this be instead of the mayo, or would there be mayo
I don't
with
know.
it too?
I don't know.
I could
Probably, right?
I could see that being a craving, and I would try that. Weirdly enough, I'm also very adventurous with food.
So that one is false. That one is also from
Oh,
Liesel's brain. But I agree. I think I would try a BLT with frosting because okay, think about like what are those donuts from Duck Donuts? The
maple
maple bake
bacon.
like bacon is really good with like sweet stuff. So
It
I mean
is.
the lettuce and tomato maybe I couldn't deal with that. But I don't know, that
Yeah,
wouldn't be so bad if it was frosting and a
yeah. No,
BLT.
it's not that far out there, and I've had like candied bacon.
Mhm.
I just sugar and bacon isn't so bad together, so I can
No.
see that. Yeah,
No, totally not. Totally
yeah,
not. Okay. You ready for the next one?
yeah.
Strawberry ice cream with a stick of beef jerky to use as a spoon.
Ooh, yeah. That's a craving. It has to be.
It is a craving. You're right.
Yes.
That's a Reddit. That's from Reddit. So the real question is, would you eat that?
Weirdly enough, I think I would.
Oh, no way. I would not eat that.
I mean, I love beef jerky and I love strawberry ice cream. I don't know. It could be a thing together, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. I like both of those individually, but I don't think I could put them together. So, yeah, no. No thanks. All right, we got a couple more. The
Okay.
next one is pickles and marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, that's a craving.
Yep, true. You're right. Would you eat that?
No, I don't think I would eat that.
I would not either. No way. That sounds I like pickles and I like marshmallow fluff, but I don't think I could do that together.
Yeah, no, no. I'm good on that.
All right. We got two more. The next one is veggie sticks and applesauce.
Hmm. I feel like that one's the most mundane so far. Like, I feel like that's not that far out there. I don't know. But is it a craving? Would a pregnant lady really crave veggie sticks? I think you made that up.
So, this is a trick question because it's true and I also made it up because I totally craved this when I was pregnant. I would take veggie sticks
Wow.
because I would get veggie sticks for Walter because he liked those
Yeah.
silly little veggie stick things. And I would dip it in applesauce and it would taste really good. So, yeah, I definitely don't eat it anymore. Like I have no desire to do that anymore. But yeah, there were definitely some days that I ate that was like my snack of choice is veggie sticks and applesauce.
Okay. All
So that
right.
one was
Sure.
you could have gotten that one right or wrong. So
Yeah. Okay.
or you couldn't have gotten that one wrong. All
Yeah.
right. The last one is mac and cheese with Lucky Charm marshmallows.
Yes, I think that is a craving.
That is not a craving. That is from Liesel's
Oh,
brain.
that was a good one. I don't.
I
I wouldn't
know.
eat that either. I would not eat
I don't
that.
think I would. Those that wouldn't they would probably like those marshmallows would they would probably melt in the mac and cheese and it
Yeah,
would be
it's
all
right. It's
right?
just mush and mush together. Just one big weird mush.
Yeah. No, thank
Yeah.
you. No,
No.
thank you.
I'm good on
All
that.
right, good job, Jenna. So that was our first game that we
Woohoo!
played.
That was
Woohoo.
fun.
You got I wasn't keeping track of how many that you got right, but you did pretty good.
I feel like I did about like 50-50. So
Yeah, no, not too bad. All
yeah.
right, the next game we're gonna play is we're just gonna bust some myths. Okay, just have some pregnancy myths and facts, and I'm gonna and I'm going to say them, and then you are going to tell me if you think they are true or if they are false. You might get a few of these, but I tried to pick ones that I haven't posted on before. So we'll see how good you do.
Okay.
All right. The first one is when you get pregnant, you're more likely to have bad breath.
I could see that being true. Yeah, I
Good.
think it's true.
Yeah, good job. That is true. So, the science behind it is the hormonal changes of pregnancy can make your gums more susceptible to plaque, okay, which can lead to inflammation, bleeding. Um, a lot of times it's called pregnancy gingivitis, and
Hmm.
that's why it's good to keep brushing your teeth real good during pregnancy and floss your teeth really good and see your dentist because you definitely can have issues with bad breath or issues with just your dental hygiene in general. So, fun
Interesting.
fact.
Yeah, I did not know that. Cool.
Yeah. All right. The next one is true or false, your partner can have morning sickness.
Your partner?
Hmm.
That's gotta be false.
No, that's true. Okay. Let me
What?
explain. Let me explain.
Okay.
So it's called Cuveed. I think I'm saying that right. It's called Cuveed Syndrome. And this is from mayoclinic.com, just FYI. It's called Cuveed Syndrome or sympathetic pregnancy. According to mayoclinic.com, more research is needed to determine whether it has psychological causes. I'm sure that it probably does.
Yeah.
But men or women, I'm sure, have reported symptoms like nausea, heartburn, abdominal pain, backache, anxiety, and depression.
Wow.
Basically, it's like sympathy pregnancy symptoms.
Yeah, I wonder if you get like sympathy contractions too.
You're supposed to, yeah.
Wow,
Yep.
that's
So that one
crazy.
is technically true.
Fun fact.
All right, next one is true or false. If you don't eat what you're craving, your baby will come out with a birthmark related to your craving.
Yeah, I could see that being like an old wives' tale, but I don't believe there's any actual like evidence backed by that. So that's a myth.
That like I got a veggie stick birthmark. Briley has a veggie stick birthmark. You don't think there's evidence?
Unfortunately, not. No, I don't think
You're
so.
right. That one is completely false and ridiculous. If you crave pickles, your baby's not gonna come out with a pickle, birthmark. No, that one is totally false, and that one was from Reddit.
Oh, that's funny though.
Alright. Alright, true or false, you are more likely to have carpal tunnel during pregnancy. You know what carpal tunnel is, right?
Yeah, like
Okay.
achy muscles
In
in your
your
wrists and
typically in your
thumbs.
wrist, yeah.
Okay,
So true or false, you're more likely to have carpal tunnel during pregnancy.
I can see that being true.
Good job. That is true. So, pregnant women can experience swelling in their hands due to a buildup of fluid in the tissues. Sometimes this fluid can collect in like carpal tunnel in your wrists, and it causes pressure on nerves, leading to tingling and numbness in hands and fingers. And it says here, I think this is also from mayoclinic.com, as much as 60% of pregnant women can experience these symptoms, which is
Hmm,
interesting.
that is interesting.
All right, true. We got a few more. All right, true or false? If you have okay, true or false? If you have heartburn, you're more likely to have a hairy baby.
That's definitely false because I've heard that before being like an old wives' tale, also.
So,
Right?
it's actually true. You think
No.
it's false. No, no, no. Listen. Okay, listen. It is an old wives' tale, but they've done like studies and literature on this. And contrary, I'll read what it says from PubMed. Okay, contrary to expectations, it appears that there is an association between heartburn severity during pregnancy and newborn hair, and it does exist. We propose a shared biological mechanism involving a dual role of pregnancy hormones in both the relaxation of the lower esophageal sphincter, which is like your diaphragm and how you get heartburn, and the modulation of fetal hair growth, which yeah, it has been shown there's a small link. So it's actually true. Now,
Wow.
you could, obviously that's not everybody. Like if
Yeah.
you have heartburn, you still could have a completely bald baby. But yeah, there has been some evidence to show that if you have a lot of heartburn, you're more likely to have a hairy baby. Who
Wow.
knew?
Okay. Yeah. Great.
Very interesting.
Hmm.
All right. True or false? It is normal to pee when you laugh, cough, sneeze, or jump after you have a baby.
Yes, that is true.
That is false. Okay.
No.
Listen. I'm trying to trick you. You know that.
I
I like to trick.
know.
I like to trick. Okay. That is false because it is common. It's very common to pee yourself after you have a baby, and when you laugh or cough or sneeze or jump or run or whatever, but it's actually not normal. It's not normal. And if this is happening to you, then you should go see a pelvic floor PT, and they can really help you with a lot of these symptoms. It's not normal.
Okay, so it does
Yeah,
happen a lot, but in most cases, women do
it's
need to
common. That's
see
why it's
a
false,
PT.
because I said it's normal
Right.
to pee and have all of these, but it's common, but it's not normal. So if that's happening to you after you have a baby, then go get it checked out. All right. Next one is the bigger your boobs are, the more milk you can make for your baby.
I think that is false.
That is false. Yes. So if you have small boobs, you can make tons and tons and tons of milk. If you have really big boobs, you can make tons and tons of milk or little amount of milk. It does not, breast size does not affect the amount of milk that you make for your baby at all. That one is, you're correct in saying that that one is false. All right.
Oh, nice.
We got one more. True or false? For every 2,000 babies, one is born with a tooth.
Oh. For every how many babies?
For every 2,000 babies, one is
2,000.
born with a tooth.
I feel like this is a trick question, so I'm gonna say false.
No, I didn't try to trick you on this one. This one's
Ah,
true.
dang it.
I know, you're trying to read me now.
I know.
All right, so this one is true. So, natal teeth is what they're called. Natal teeth are teeth that are already present at birth. They are different from neonatal teeth, which grow in during the first 30 days after birth. Natal teeth are uncommon. They most often develop on the lower gum, where the central incisor, they have little root structure. They are attached to the end of the gum by soft tissue and are often wobbly. And I was reading about them. They actually, if they're wobbly enough to be able to like be pulled, they usually take them out while they're, right after birth, like in the hospital, because I think they're typically wobbly, and a baby's like suck eating, so they can, like, I guess it's a choking hazard or something. That's what I was reading. Who knew about these natal teeth? But yeah, they're
Wow.
typically taken out like right after birth if they're found.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
All right, good job. So that was game number 2. So
That was
game
fun.
number 3 we have. You're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, and I learned a lot too.
So game number 3 is, have you played Catchphrase before?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I've played that. Yeah.
Okay. And you have like a timer, and it's usually like you have a little thing, and it's like hot potato and you go around. But in this case, we're just going to set a timer, and we're going to try and, I'm going to describe these words to you, and we're going to try and see how many that you can get in a minute. I think I have.
Oh
So
gosh.
so these are all birth related words, okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. On your mark, get set, go. Okay. This is the water that's inside of your uterus. What's it called? With where the baby's swimming around. What's it called?
Oh, I know what it's called. I just can't think of the word.
Come on. It's 2 words.
Oh, this is embarrassing. When I'm put on the spot, I can't think of it.
Okay, we'll pass that one.
Okay.
Next one. The pains that you get that are false before you have real ones,
Braxton Hicks.
Good job. Next one is it's not a procedure. It's where you're getting one of these to get the baby out, and you're using Pitocin and
Induction.
Yes. Next one is, oh man, we're doing terrible. It's almost done. You got 2.
Woohoo! How many are there?
Like 20. I didn't know how many you were gonna get. Oops. All right, you want to try again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I have a few more, and then I'm gonna get Tiffany to come on, and we're gonna do some with her as well, and then we're gonna do one more game.
She's gonna whack me in this
with all 3. Well, I think it would be fun if I did a round with her, because we can get a bunch of them together, and then I think she should quiz you because she might be better at describing some of these words than me. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Let's start the timer again.
Okay.
You got 2. Woohoo! The first one. Okay. The first one. Come on. Think about it. What's the?
I know
water?
what it is.
What's the water inside?
Amniotic fluid.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. All right, do over. I need a do over.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. On your mark, get set, go. Okay, you have 3 of them during pregnancy. Your first, your second, your third.
Trimester.
Yes. This is the thing where you put it on your belly to see the baby. Where you go into the doctor and you put it on your belly and it's black and white and you see the baby. No.
I can't remember. All right, just pass.
Okay. This is the pains. What are they called when you have them in labor? Good job. Next one is, this is a big bouncy thing that you sit on, and it's 2 words.
Exercise ball?
Yeah, but the
peanut ball.
Yeah, but the first one is like, what are you actually doing when you're giving? When you're giving, I feel like you already
pass.
It's about to run out. It's okay.
What was it?
Say birth ball. Like birth.
Oh, okay. Exercise ball, birth ball. They're the same.
I know. Okay, we'll save the rest for Tiffany. Let me get her on here. All right, guys. So we have Tiffany in here. You guys know who Tiffany is, so I'm not going to introduce her. But Tiffany is also a labor and delivery nurse. And Tiffany, I didn't tell Jenna what we were doing today. And I didn't tell you either, because it's just, it's fun to have surprises. And we've just been having a fun podcast episode where we're just playing fun little games. So you've played Catchphrase before, right? You know what Catchphrase is. I'm sure we've played some Catchphrase. So we're going to play Catchphrase. I've already done it with Jenna a couple times, and Jenna sucks at it, by the way. But
I do.
But I've already done a couple rounds with Jenna, and she was only able to get like 2 and 3 words. So I'm going to have you try, and I want you to give these words to Jenna and see if you can do a better job than I can. And then we'll play around, and hopefully we can kick Jenna's butt and get a bunch of words.
Oh, there's no question you're going to kick my butt. This is going to be sad.
All right. So I'm going to send you these words on text, and then I'll start a timer, and you try and feed these words to Jenna. Okay, Tiffany?
Okay.
All right. You ready? On your mark, get set, go.
All right. This is when you're past the day that you are supposed to give birth. What's that called?
Overdue.
After the baby comes out, then the umbilical cord comes with it, and then what comes after that?
Placenta.
Yes. All right. This is when your doctor or provider cuts.
Episiotomy.
Yeah. All right. We have to do this in labor. We check your
cervix.
Oh, come on.
All right. Not a doctor, but the other big provider name.
Nurse.
No, it's like a nurse.
OBGYN?
No, that's the doctor name. The certified, like, nurse. Next word. It's like a doctor.
Doula?
They can function.
Midwife.
Oh, time. You almost got it.
Was it midwife? What was it?
Midwife.
Yeah.
I should have gone to next.
Good job. How many did you get? 4 or 5?
1, 2, 3, 4. I think we got 4.
Maybe you just suck at describing it, Lisa.
I must. I'm usually so good. I'm usually like when we play Catchphrase, I'm usually so good. Well, I don't know.
I wouldn't say so good.
Yeah, I'm okay. It depends on the level of alcohol that I've had sometimes.
Yeah.
You know. All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. On your mark, get set, go. Oh. Okay. This is the first poop. What is that called?
Meconium.
Okay. Second one. Next one is the measurement that is afterwards with the baby and breathing color. Okay. Next one is booty first. Booty first. Not.
Oh,
yeah.
breech.
Next one is if you're not full this, you're like your 33 weeks or your 32 weeks.
Preterm.
Next one is the metal thing that you stick in vagina.
Speculum.
Yeah. Next one is the boob infection.
Mastitis.
Yes. Next one is the little bony promises on baby's head that we're feeling inside with your cervix and
Fontanelles?
yes.
Sutures?
Yes. Yes. Fontanelles. Next one is the shoot, what are they called? They're like big spoons that we put inside, and no, it's forceps. I couldn't think of how to describe forceps.
That was a description. Big spoon.
They do look like spoons. I think they look like spoons. Okay. All right. On your mark, get set, go.
Okay, you don't have a vaginal delivery, but what's the other thing through your belly?
C-section.
Yeah. When baby's skin is yellow, what's that?
Oh, jaundice.
Yeah. All right. What is the little tube that connects from the placenta to the baby that delivers nutrients and blood?
Umbilical cord?
Correct. This is a medication that you need. It's blank sulfate, medication that you need for high blood pressure, preterm labor.
Oxytocin?
No, we're skipping that one.
Yes.
Okay, we're skipping that one.
Pass.
This is a person that helps you with your labor. She's like kind of like a midwife. She's not
Doula.
Yeah. This is what somebody has after a C-section. What's the abbreviated term? After a C-section, you have a vaginal delivery.
Huh?
Oh, 3 right at a time.
You have a vaginal delivery. What's that called? It's an abbreviated term.
VBAC.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Good job. You got 4. You ran out of time. You didn't get VBAC, but
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad.
not bad, Jenna. You did pretty good.
Never gone for that magnesium.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't have been able to get magnesium. You would have had to try and like feed it to her in a different way, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys ready for the last game? We have one final game. It's a little bit PG-13. Spoiler, and I looked this up whether I could do this on a podcast, and you can. You just have to give a disclaimer of like, hey, nobody like flag my podcast.
Oh Lord.
So everybody that's listening, nobody get offended and say I have a bad podcast, okay? So we're gonna play a game. I think I've seen a baby shower game like this before where it's like on note cards or it's on like a piece of paper. And I think I've also heard it either on a podcast or on like Howard Stern or like some kind of somewhere. This is not my original idea. That's just, I didn't think of this from my head. Okay. So we're going to play birth or sex. Okay.
Ooh.
So I have a few sounds and I'm going to play them And I want you guys to tell me if you think that they are birth sounds or if you think that they are sex sounds.
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, that's all you got.
Birth.
I think that's birth because she's so out of breath.
Yeah, I'm saying birth.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's birth. Let me fast forward to, let's see if she's in the...
What did you have to find to get these sounds?
Oh, I just looked up YouTube videos.
Okay.
Not the sex ones. The sex ones I did not look up on YouTube.
I was about to say, yeah.
No, you know where I actually got the sex ones? I was too like chicken to go to like a site where you look up sex sounds. So I went to orgasmsoundlibrary.com. There's an orgasmsoundlibrary.com. So
Okay, great.
yeah, we're gonna hear some of those too. So all right, you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna say sex with that one.
I think that, yeah, she's a little too quiet for birth. I think it's sex.
Yeah.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that one is birth. Let's play a little bit further.
If I would have heard that part, I would have said birth.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now she's coming over. All right. You got 1 for 2.
Woohoo.
Let's do the next one. All right. You ready?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay.
That's definitely sex.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, that's sex.
I don't know if I've ever heard somebody sound like that in labor. She sounds.
I thought the oh my god
Yeah.
would throw you off. Okay, yeah. No, that was definitely sex. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we got 2 more. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Birth.
I think that's birth too. She sounds very strained.
Yeah, that sounds just like birth.
Yeah, that's birth. Good job. And it looks like they're outside and she's like in a birth pool outside out in her house. Yeah, that's what
Okay.
you see. I don't know if you could hear you could hear like the crickets chirping. I was like the crickets chirping. I feel like that would either be a key that would either throw it off that maybe it's sex because they're having sex outside. I don't know, or like it would I don't know.
I wasn't even listening for the crickets.
Couldn't hear the crickets at all.
Yeah.
All right, we got last one. You ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Was that a human?
Yeah, it sounds like baby's heart rate on birth.
I think it's sex.
Okay. Jenna is right. It's sex.
Woo!
No, Tiffany. I know it sounds just like a baby's heart rate, but that's the bed. That's the bed.
That's what I thought. The creaking. Yes.
Just like a few.
I know. I heard that when I was like, oh, this is going to trick them. This is going to trick them. This sounds like a baby's heart rate.
I want to hear that one again.
Okay. This is a different one. I'll play all these things. There we go. Isn't that crazy?
That is funny. Yeah, that sounds just like a baby's heartbeat.
I know a creaky bed when I hear one.
Okay, good job, guys. Well, thank you for joining me on this episode of the Mommy Labor Nurse podcast. A very interesting off episode. I was telling Jenna I don't feel like going and because I didn't have anything planned for this week. It was just going to be an episode. So I was like, you know what? We're going to have some fun this week. So that's what we did. So thank you guys for joining me.
That was fun. Thanks.
All right, so that is it for this episode of the Mommy Labor Nurse podcast. You probably follow me on Instagram because that's probably where you came from. But if you don't, head over to Instagram and follow me at mommy.labornurse for more. That is certainly where I am most active. I also now have a separate Instagram for just this podcast, so I encourage you to follow my second account at mommylabornurse.podcast as well if you want podcast updates. Again, that is at mommylabornurse.podcast. As always, you guys know that I also have a website where I have tons of articles all about pregnancy, birth, breastfeeding, newborn stuff, and more at www.mommylabornurse.com. I want to hear more from you on how much you love this episode of the podcast or how you think I can improve. So leave me a comment on one of my pictures, send me a DM, or send me an email with all the love. All right, guys, I will see you same time, same place next week.